Episode 16. Drinking my OG V8 again. I had a delivery to make. Weights are looking good. 11 bandit patches. Let's see if I can get some dosh for those.
Спокойно.
Monolith patches.
Время дорого. Рассказывай.
I'll be building up my collection of those soon enough. Soon enough being a relative concept. Soon enough by my perception. Right now what I need to do is build up to get geared up to not just withstand but prevail against the incursion at the barrier against monolith idolaters. And I'll be fighting alongside Gatekeeper.
Какие новости, Сталкер?
I have half a mind to fix up that RPD that I stashed back in Lemansk.
Спокойно. Чем могу помочь, Сталкер?
And equip Gatekeeper with that. But he might pick up and use something that he thinks is better than that. I think I have one of those. Knowing is half the battle. Gotta love that there's a G.I. Joe reference in a S.T.A.L.K.E.R mod. I think I have two of those actually.
Чего расскажешь хорошего?
Let's see how much I get. Kinda skimpy, considering that it's a mutant with X-Men powers. Duty and clear sky. My goodwill with clear sky must be sky high by now. Relatively speaking. And I haven't even met them yet on this character. 298. Not bad, not bad. Excellent reputation. I seek to maintain that. This weapon alone would be good enough to contend with the barrier incursion. So what I really need to do is amass mass quantities of 5.56. And I'd also like to get rid of that. Got a PKM and a PKP. And he's got the standard and deluxe versions of the SV98. This one and right here, this is the one you want. It's more durable than this one. Even if comparing both of them with all fully upgraded with all reliability upgrades, this one still has the edge. Well, you might have the tourist backpack. Let's find out. He's selling exoskeles and the Duty Nosarog. I prefer the classic exoskeleton. Compared to the classic exoskeleton, the Noserug has better stats overall, but the exoskeleton, the classic, weighs less and has higher payload weight. Plus, I'm kind of a nostalgia addict. There it is. The tourist backpack. Not going to buy it just yet. But when it comes time, what I want is this and this. And some gadgets to wear in my belt slots. The higher quality ones. Attacked by a flesh. Have you tried petting it? Have you tried being nice to it? AEK971. Not based on the Kalash pattern. From a distance it might look like it is, but it's really not. At this juncture, if I were to buy... Nah, still gotta hold out a bit longer before I buy an axe. I really want the hunting axe. So before I do the barrier incursion, I need forest battlesuit, tourist backpack, and hunting axe if it's available from any of the traders. But if I don't feel like holding out that long for that particular kind of axe, this one will do just fine. Right now I think I'll just buy 140 mil. And I'm still over 61,000. Now, what order should I buy those things in? Come on, lungs, don't fail me now. I used to work in a mattress factory from 2006 to 2010. Developed brown lung within the first 2 weeks, but I stuck with it. I kept that job for 4 years. Until I was laid off. A lot of us were. It was a blessing in disguise. Oh, what is this place? Well, this is recognizably Agro-Prom. But if you look at just this part, you might not be able to tell. Deliver the package, Agro-Prom. Hold on. Maybe I can... Meadow. Agro-Prom, I've got enough to do. I don't need to pick up anything else. Agro-Prom, Cordon, Meadow. And then I think it'll be back to Yantar. So if I can pick up something along the way pertaining to Yantar, like a package delivery or whatever else. That would be a good way to create, let's call it a money trail? Hopping along the money trail. Earning dosh as I go.
Как жизнь? Иди своей дорогой, сталкер.
I often forget that Yantar is connected to Agro-Prom. Because I'm so accustomed to thinking with an Oblivion Lost mindset. I need to shake myself out of that sometimes. Well, Oblivion Lost 2010, I played that for 10 years. Only beat it once. And then from that point on, I played it for the sake of, let's call it sheer sport. Because that's the kind of zoner I am. I'm always trying to perfect techniques. That's why I enjoy doing zone sportsmanship challenges. Did I remember to bring, yes, 5 40 mics and 3 RGD5 hand grenades. And I am glad I bought this backpack instead of going right for the tourist backpack, simply because of the price difference. You might be thinking, well, that doesn't make sense. By the time you do the barrier incursion thing, you would have technically spent 5 figures more than you would have otherwise. Yeah, well, I need what I need in the here and now. Remember what I said some episodes back about not sacrificing the present for the future, nor the future for the present. Besides, you can earn back 10,000 rubes with 1 or 2 side jobs. Did I leave anything significant in here? Oh, yeah. Gotta remember to check that before I head back to Rostock. What I said before about brown lung, I'm pretty sure my lungs have healed since then, but they might still bear scars just from having developed brown lung. Even though that was 15 years ago. See how I tried to dodge my shots? Duty and Mercs fighting each other in garbage. There was a time when I would have rushed to observe those sorts of skirmishes so that I could swoop in like a vulture and potentially scrounge up an M203, but I've already got one. I saw something out of the corner of my eye, and I think it's a boar, another boar. Don't bore me. Don't gore me. In one of the King's Quest games, If you get killed by a boar, your epitaph or epithet or whatever it's called, a fleshy pig. It says, the boars have gored you to the core. Alas, King Arthur is no more. I think that was the original King's Quest, but don't quote me on that. A swamp flesh. And yes, you would have to work the charging handle and sacrifice the round in the chamber to do a tactical reload with an MP5. I might have mentioned that in a previous episode. Some would say that could be considered a design flaw. But it doesn't occur in the HK-53. With the HK-53, you can do a regular tactical reload. Only 5 flesh meats. And of course, I'm 1 short. This is episode 16, so don't save over 1P, but do save over 1Q. And I can burn up 9mm parabellum ammo and galloping pig lump. Don't have to worry too much about that. It's cheap anyway. 5.56 is what I want to build up. Ah, a stim pack. Quite a bit different from the stim packs from Doom. I'm mashing down on the right strafe key, which for me is D, and yet I wasn't strafing. Well, no sneaky breaky this time. I hear a squealy go nuts galloping pig lump. I'll let the galloping pig lump go on its piggy way. Pig maggot. I read somewhere that the flesh is a pig spliced with the genes of a fly. How delightfully Cronenberg. So calling it a pig maggot isn't far off. While I'm in Corden, which is where I'm going after this, I need to remind myself to see if Loris is selling a hunting axe. A pseudo-giant... Multiple pseudo-giants? Oh. I'm ignoring you. I want to go for the big game. Big game, just like Sir Hammerlock would prefer. Clear Sky Guy with a Doomstick, I do believe. Quality Doomstick. Pseudo Giants in Aggro Prom. I'm prepared for it. I think that message might have mentioned the general location. Northwest of the Anomaly on the hill. That doesn't mean anything to me. There are lots of hills and lots of anomalies. I see you.
Chicken.
Fuck's sake. Sack of shit. I fucking hate how it's so fucking hard to dodge mutant attacks in this mod. $85. I'll try to wait until it gets down to, say, 80% before I start using those better repair items up. Of course, I'll resupply on those before I do the barrier defense D-FENS thing. Still have 10 bandages. Pisses me off that I failed to react fast enough to that Doom Dog. I'll just call them all Doom Dogs. Back off. I don't want to waste ammo on you. Sick of ankle biters. Sick to death of ankle biters. Bring on those pseudo giants. 3 at a time, even. That would take all the explosives I currently have, unless I tried to be, quote, efficient, closed quote, and nailed each pseudo-giant in the face with one 40 mil, and then tried to finish each of them off the rest of the way using either 5.56 or 9mm, which you can do. But I'd rather just smack each one of them in the face with 2 40 mils each. Of course, don't have quite enough to do that 3 times. In Oblivion Lost 2.2 and Oblivion Lost 2010. 3 pseudo-giants at a time would sometimes spawn in the wild territory. Those were good times. Tempting. Sergeant Spooner. But that happened. Why does it? I didn't make it do that. It just did that. Ignatenko. Kornayev. When I play this back while editing, I'll be able to read what that said and actually comprehend what my reward was. Sell that. Maybe I'll sell that to the guy who handles foods and beverages. He's in... Pretty sure I get more from Barkeep, though.
No, я слушаю.
Чего тебе?
Just plain Commander. 265. Should I...
Так ведь и без толку все. Ну, стоим. Ну, вроде как перекрываем. А сталкеров все равно полная зона. Откуда только такая куча идиотов берется?
Well, no. I don't have to limit myself to using 545. I could use 545 at the barrier. I could challenge myself to do the barrier using the Krinkov, but I don't want to do that. By this point, I want to use something better than the Krinkov. And if I were to use the AK-102 converted to 545, well, that would be a perfect choice. But that would take more time. It would take more time to fix that up and upgrade it than it would to simply amass a good quantity of 5.56. Any and all assorted ammo types. Since I've already invested in the LR300. In the previous episode, I think I speculated about building up another weapon and pondering which one it should be. I see you. That sound effect in the background that sounded like a moaning mutant. I could swear I've heard that in Ravenholm, in Half-Life 2. Father Grigori would make a good stalker. He would probably be allied with Father Valerian. Maybe he would be the Father Valerian of the northern reaches of the zone. Also somewhat comparable to Khan from the Metro Saga. I prefer OG Metro 2033 to Redux, or Redo, or however, how do you pronounce that? It's a faux French word. Back in the day, I always heard it pronounced Redo. The X is silent because faux French. But I don't like silent letters. So I don't really have a problem with the Redux pronunciation. I just say redoink so I don't have to think about it. Don't have to think about how much I hate silent letters and how much I resent those who brought them into existence. Another term I use is redoom. Re-D-0-M. Could just as soon be spelled Re-D-E-W-M. Pit stop, offload, snack, drink. Not going to bother saying how much Loris or maybe Sid. I probably won't go all... Well, depends on... I'll check my map again. Maybe I will visit Sid. We'll see. I know Barkeep offers more. See what time it is. Just afternoon. One time in Oblivion Lost 2010, I was doing some kind of just for fun video, and I spawned a bunch of snorks right here, and I was using a Stetson APS, and there was a super snork, a man-eating snork. I call them super snorks. They're the ones that do those super long jumps. And I managed to shoot it in the head with a single shot from my S.T.A.L.K.E.R while it was in the air. It's something you can't do in Anomaly. Or if you can do it, it doesn't make any difference. Or it doesn't seem like it does. First of all, snorks flail their heads around spastically as they move, which makes headshots impractical, no matter what kind of weapon you're using, except maybe an automatic weapon. But apart from that, I don't know if headshots count as critical hits on snorks in this mod. This mod is based on Call of Pripyat, with assets, with other assets added. Gotta remember, the garbage one right here, because this little camp, roadside picnic camp, looks kind of like one in Agroprom, so my mind brain has trouble remembering whether the fake footlocker that's not really a stash, the footlocker that's a fake stash, is how I should phrase that. It's in garbage, not Agroprom. What was I saying? Oh yeah. Anomaly snorks just aren't fun to hunt. There's no sport to it. You just shoot them enough times and they die. It doesn't even matter what weapon you use. I know I've said that before, but I'll keep reiterating it because it continues to frustrate me. Back in the day, like in the days of Oblivion Lost, by that I mean the mod that was given that name. Just so you know, I'm not referring to the working title of original S.T.A.L.K.E.R. way back in the early 2000s. Anyway, back in those days, you either hunted snorks with a shotgun loaded with buckshot, or if you sought a more sporting method, you might use a pistol and try to nail them in the head. Sack of shit! Do-over. And there's another one. I'm so sick of these fucking ankle biters and their fucking shit. Give me a fucking pseudo-giant so I can blow its fucking face off. Ankle biters, ammo wasters. Ammo waster, that's a misnomer, since I would be the one wasting my ammo. Things that the game tries to make me waste my ammo on. More syllables, but a more accurate description. Gotta hug the fence again. Rip up this would be the left sleeve of my armor, if I was actually doing this. Well, that's what you get for wandering so far north. I hope that was what that was, because there was. I had someone to eliminate here in Corden, didn't I? I bet that's what that was. It couldn't possibly be one of those idiots who wandered north. And of course that would happen multiple times. I would take multiple termination jobs, assassination jobs, and all of those targets would wander north. Which wouldn't be a problem if I'd been in the zone for, let's say, a month and had already shut down the Brain Scorcher. And of course, I mean a month in zone time. Oh, SG-550. It's kind of Gucci. You're wearing rookie gear, but you have an SG-550. Could classify him as a glass cannon. This guy, too, he's got, forget what that shotgun's called. Oh, Fort 500. I think that's kind of like the Ukrainian equivalent to the Mossberg 500, probably. And of all these guys, you've got the best armor, and you've got a sawed-off TOZ-34. I would expect you to have that rifle, and you to have that shotgun. Let's see if Loris is selling the hunting axe. Not yet. Should I buy a 40 mil? No. This belongs in a museum. Technically, so does this. Some of these classic oldies
Чем тебе помочь?
just have that vibe. Oh,
Извини, если не сильно помог.
resist the urge to splurge. You're not doing a full Slav squat. You're not. But you are bean counter. Ah, this is exactly the sort of thing I wanted. A delivery job for Yantar. Will do. Not interested in talking, even though... Well, you're clear sky, you're in the yellow, you're clear sky, you're in the green. So, did I do a job for you previously that increased personal reputation just between the two of us? And then on top of that, I have goodwill, a good goodwill score with your faction on top of that. Or did I at some point give you a med kit while you were wounded? I'm not sure if I know I did that at least once. on this character, but that I might be recalling memories from a deleted timeline. Yes, that still happens to me. Save over 1Q, but not 1P. North, north. Yep. So that means that the kill the Stalker mission, that was the one that was here in Cordon. Can't possibly have someone do me a favor, or the game do me a favor, Zone Forbid, and have someone take out at least one of these for me. It had to be this one, the one that I could have done myself. Oh well, still a payday. This is what I came here to do, classified information. I'm going to leave all of these highlighted, but I'm going to click on that. Let's see if the red arrow gets confused. Deliver the package. That's not the last thing I clicked on. The last thing I clicked on was this. Classified information. Oh, see? It's not just in my head. I always have to go through and painstakingly de-highlight all of these to make sure the red arrow doesn't get confused or the quest tracker doesn't get confused. And then I have to highlight just the one thing. Where they don't take so many jobs, Judge. You know that. Shut the fuck up. I shouldn't have to work around weaknesses or faults or stupid shit that shouldn't exist. Neither I nor anyone else. My inner duty drill sergeant. My inner undying starts to get cheesed off when I have to deal with too much of that stuff too often. Just like having to deal with ankle biters that waste my ammo instead of being given real opportunities to engage in real battles or hunt big game that's actually worth my time, effort, and resources. A sportsman ecologist who'd rather hunt pseudo-giants and chimeras and do battle with monolith idolaters than hunt artifacts. I see ankle biters over there, or is that a boar? If it's a boar, that's not exactly an ankle biter. Less than half a mag, I can justify that. It would take fewer rounds if I was using JHP, but... do-over. Can we please give it a rest with the ankle biters? Am I really asking all that much? I missed out on the pseudo-giant or pseudo-giants. Could have been one, could have been two. Possibly more than that. In aggro-prom, because, well, I have other stuff. Well, you have to ask yourself these questions. Is it worth my time to look for something that might not be there by the time I get there? Or will it be dead by the time I get there? Will its parts have been harvested by the time I get there? I have a specific thing I need to do in this location, and then I have other and see, I have to deal with this all over again. Oh! Well, that was your own fault, Judd, because you quick loaded like a Suka. Fair point. But these fucking ankle biters are fucking breaking me. Figuratively speaking, I mean, this armor can contend with them. Well, should I visit Sid? I don't really feel like it. Screw that noise. I'll go visit the meadow. I just happen to be directly facing the junction. Small, lightweight package. Weight looks good. Look at my mini map. There's no red arrow. I have the right thing highlighted, the thing that I want highlighted, yet there's no red arrow. Is there any rational explanation for that? How am I supposed to do my job if my equipment can't do its job? Don't know what happened there. See, now I'm back in that frame of mind where every little thing is cheesing me off. By the way, that phrase, to be cheesed off, or this cheeses me off, I got that from The Simpsons. An early 90s, yeah, I think it was an early 90s episode of The Simpsons. In Oblivion Lost 2010, you could get sausages off of Toscanos. They weren't tainted or anything. Come on, don't make a chore out of this. Well, I guess it's... Oh. That explains that. Now, I'm holding down my left strafe key, which is S, yet I'm not strafing. There. So that's now happened twice in one episode with both the S and the D keys. And I'm using an industrial grade Dell laptop that's probably at least 15 years old. It's sturdily built. Sturdily, is that the right word? Yeah, I think that's a word. But I hope it's not wearing out on me. I had half a mind to click no because I wanted to be facing toward the meadow as I walked into the meadow. This is the time to get this Malarchius Maximus out of the way. We'll see if... Well, why wouldn't any or all of these houses count as shelters? Okay, good. This one will do just fine. I want to get out of this Eeyore frame of mind. I want to let my Tigger side take over. Maybe I should actually do some artifact hunting. In Oblivion Lost 2.2 and 2010, you could withstand a blowout. If you're wearing any of the science suits, and wearing at least 2 crystals on your belt. Why didn't you take shelter? Too clumsy to take shelter. Bear suit? Yeah. Could tell by the color. I'm in a bear suit. Should I take the time to pick the place clean? I could, but I don't really feel like it. There isn't usually much here other than knickknacks and doodads. Well, there's that, but it's old. I had a feeling it was going to be old, even though it didn't initially say so. You only find out that it is after you pick it up, or if you actually take the time to look at it before you pick it up and notice that it has a faded color. Maybe I will pick this place clean at some point, but right now it's not hugely necessary. Pulse! Almost got me. Right there. Every time something happens, like an emission or a psi storm, not a sea storm, a psi storm, this whole thing resets, and then I have to go through this all over again. And that's this one. Well, I should be somewhat optimistic. I'm going to have a few paychecks coming my way. Should put me somewhere close to 80,000 once I've collected my fees. Psycho. I wonder how psycho you really were. Psycho enough to contend with Krieg from Borderlands 2? Is that a lurker? No. Oh! 2 weapons I really like. I could build this up and give it to a companion. Build this up and keep it for myself. Probably gonna have to fix my knife or sharpen my knife here pretty soon. I'll go ahead and disassemble this. That's a good amount of parts in halfway decent condition. Like, literally halfway decent. I don't need to concern myself with what I'm going to equip my buddies with at some point later. I need to think more about the here and now. I forget where that leads to. Dark Valley. What would be the quickest way back to Rostock? I think it would be quicker to go through the Dark Valley than to go back to Corden, then Garbage, then Rostock. I'll go Dark Valley, then Garbage, then Rostock. By the way, the S.T.A.L.K.E.R ARM with the black forearm is the best version of it. I tested them all out, and that particular version is so durable. Once it has all of its reliability upgrades, no matter how many rounds you fire out of it, it doesn't jam until it gets down to somewhere like 2 to 5% condition, which takes something like 2,000 rounds. Will I get a med kit or a bandage? A bandage. Nah. Because I had taken some damage and had to use a bandage. And I did have some more stuff. Now I can finally get this. I'm wondering if I should go down there and retrieve another load of stuff that I have stashed over there and stash it up here for easier retrieval, easier/quicker retrieval for when it comes time to start bringing all that stuff back to Rostock and or Yantar, but more likely Rostock. I already got everything out of here. Making room for the next load. I don't really feel like doing that. I think I might have had some upgrade packs stashed over at the factory or whatever that place used to be. Don't feel like putzing around with that though, it takes forever. Unless you use fast travel. I see you. $61 out of 65. That number 65 makes me think of the AMD 65, which has shown up in some S.T.A.L.K.E.R mods. I used to have one of those, the semi-auto version. What some might call a semi-automatic bitch version. Which sort of defeats the point of it. I've sold and traded a lot over the years. Firearms, I mean. Keep in mind that in my neck of the woods, that's nothing unusual. I'm a Hoosier. It could be said that weapons are part of my religion. Figuratively speaking. Culturally speaking, we are very hobbity, though. We're like a cross between hobbits and dwarves. Definitely want this. Finding a lot of spare Swiss Army knives. Why is it that sometimes you'll take 15 rounds and other times you'll take like 5 out of 7 rounds? I don't understand that. I don't operate on that wavelength. I don't understand randomness, not when it occurs in that particular way. Right? What's the appeal? It offers no tactical advantage whatsoever. Nor tactile advantage, nor ergonomic advantage, nor technical advantage, etc. I'll sell you this. These. Just the old stuff. These. I forget, does the MP7 have a caliber swap as a second tier upgrade? Maybe a first or third tier upgrade? I never use it. Because what's the point of using an MP7 unless it's chambered for a proper PDW caliber? If it's not 4.6 by 30, then sure, rechamber it for 5.7 by 28. That's a better caliber anyway. But why chamber it for an ordinary pistol caliber? It offers no tactical advantage whatsoever. I'll prioritize these if I can. Let's see how many I can get all of them. And this, I'll take. Part of me wants to take that to Skinflint, but that's going to take extra time. So I might just turn this into either that one duty guy whose name escapes me, or maybe Barkeep. Part of me wants to take back one of these. I know I have another one stashed back at Duty HQ. Oh, I want to get all my ammo back over there too. And I probably wouldn't even bother using a Pernache until it had all of its reliability upgrades. Like I keep reiterating, even then it's still flimsy. If I can earn, let's say between 75, I want it to be more than 75, let's say between 77 and 80,000. After turning in all of these jobs, I'll go ahead and buy an axe, and it'll probably be a fire axe. And at some point I'll get a hunting axe. And maybe I'll continue to keep the fire axe. Even after having bought a hunting axe, even though the hunting axe is, I'm assuming it's the best one. It's the most expensive, and I'm pretty sure the differences between the axes is that they have different durabilities. I have noticed that the plain old ordinary axe does wear down quickly when you use it to butcher mutants, which I might have mentioned in a previous episode. The hunting axe wears down the least/slowest per mutant butchering excursion. And I haven't really thought to test the fire axe against the hunting axe. It weighs a bit more, so that's yet another reason to favor the hunting axe. The fire axe is the heaviest, but it has a pointy pick end that you can't use. Really, that would be the better end to use if you're using it as a fighting axe. Because then you'd be using it as a war pick. You could use it against an enemy wearing a helmet, and it could maybe punch through the helmet. I've collected enough stuff that if I wanted to, I could start making use of that stash over there. And if I really wanted to, I could, every chance I get, buy the most basic kind of backpack and start converting those into stashes for the even more detailed, even more fastidious, some would say more neurotic organization of things and stuff. 4 of these, 3 of these, still haven't found my second set of basic tools. Just ridiculous. Just a moment. I have one canteen with 3 swigs, another one with 2 swigs, and another one stashed in here with 2 swigs if I recall. Called it. Memory of an elephant. I'm not boasting. I always reiterate there's an upside and a downside to that. The upside is it makes me, it gives me a mind for thoroughness. The downside is it makes me paranoid. Your name has too many syllables. Apologize. Now, I wouldn't really say that, but I might give him a nickname based on a shortened version of either his first name or last name. You guys are always sitting on that curb when the fire's over there. Is it because of that pole? Look at all that space that's not being used. Whereas you guys are doing it right.
Проходи, не задерживайся.
Поговори с барменом. Какие новости, сталкер? Ну что, дружище, как она?
Duty, Clear Sky, and loners. Without losing any goodwill at all. What did I do with that bottle of vodka that I got back in Agroprom? Did I sell that already? Or did I stash it? I stashed it at... That's right. I stashed some stuff at Butcher's place that I meant to reacquire on my way back here. Yeah, I don't feel like going over to Army warehouses. I'll go ahead and let's just see how much I can get for this PDA right here, right now. Not bad, not bad. I'm satisfied. If it's at least 4 figures, I'm satisfied. 4 figures per PDA, that is. Sell a few more things. Stash a few more things.
I'm at the point now where if I wanted to, I could either sell all of my old ammo or break it down and only use fresh ammo from now on. Probably not going to be using any old ammo when I'm defending the barrier against monolith idolaters.
Чего расскажешь хорошего?
I'm not calling you aspirin. I'll call you asp. Maybe. I do want to hold on to my side block. That'll come in handy later, but I no longer need these. Vinca, maybe I'll start collecting that for anyone who's asking for it. So it's only for the sake of earning Dosh. And here I'm up over 75,000. So I'm getting close to one of my goals. I could sell one of these.
Мастер, ну?
I have amassed enough 9mm Makarov to justify building up a Kipris or a Pernache, and this Pernache is in better condition than those other two.
Погода, погода. Что ж ты такая переменчивая?
Then again, if I was looking to pair this up with some other weapon besides this to use, that would be useful at the barrier.
Слышали? Группа Ленова вернулась.
Something with a really high capacity and fast cyclic rate.
Остальные в реанимации. Там ну лучше.
Ну ничего.
PPSH-41.
Степанов под капельницей. Успели вывести. Видим тут контроль.
Or the UMP-45 if I wanted something more modern.
А ведь даже выброса не было.
And or something that hits harder per shot.
Сейчас у Тихоныча. Группа физики проверяет на приборах.
But I also said that the LR-300 would be able to handle that entire task all on its own, especially since it now has all but one of its reliability upgrades. $14.5 versus $15.7. Trying to stay over 50,000. I had a few other things to sell, like those spare Swiss knives. I never think to use these icons down here. You can use these for better comprehension of this eyesore right here.
Хаюшки!
The best one is 68%. I'll sell the 64, the 61, and the 47. Fire axe was 15.7. I could now buy that and still have over 50,000 rubles.
Бывай!
Go ahead and give it a dose of hops number 9. I think I will do that, and I'll buy another bottle of hops number 9, and that'll put me down just below 50,000 rubles, but that's not a problem, because I'm about to earn a little bit more. The weight of the axe shouldn't be a problem because this is a good enough backpack. Captain Braunstein. Well, that sounds like a German name.
Да ты рассказывай, с чем пришел.
Oh, you know what? For some reason, my brain was registering 15.7 as 25.7. I could just donate that. I have a sharpening stone with 2 uses left on it, so maybe I'll buy another one. An axe naturally fits in slot 2. But alternatively, it can go in slot 1. Its inventory icon makes it look like it has blood stains on it. This is going to be such a relief, finally having an axe. Oh, what else did I have left to do? Delivery for Yantar, I think, was it. And turning in those other missions. Yep. Got all of my, quote, obligations, closed quote, done for the day. And now I finally have an axe. Both a tool and a weapon. Superior to a knife in every way except weight. Which it wouldn't be IRL in practical terms. It would do some things better and some things not as well. Like butchering mutants. IRL, you would need the dexterity of a knife to handle that sort of task. I see you. In Gamma, I think Grok thought of that. In Gamma, axes don't fit in slot 1 and they can't be used to butcher mutants. But I don't consider either of those to be handicaps. I consider both of those sorts of details to be just more of an incentive to carry both an axe and a knife. But I do consider axes to be handicapped in Gamma with unnecessarily high weight. In standard issue Anomaly, axes are perhaps just a bit too light compared to how much an axe of the same size would weigh IRL. But in Gamma, it's the opposite extreme, so heavy that it's cumbersome to carry one around. Did I leave anything in here? I don't think I did. I didn't. I did leave some stuff up in that one. suits that I could break apart, strip for parts. But I don't need to at this juncture. Streaks of light. Dusk. I was tempted to go for it, but I don't trust fate. I don't trust fate, nor do I trust chance. Jerk be nimble, jerk be quick. Jerk finds a way around your tricks. Silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. Even as a kid, I preferred cereals like Mueslix. I liked the complexity of it. It had a lot of good flavors and textures going on. It's like a symphony of flavors and textures. Sugary cereals never really did it for me. Sure, I like sweetness, but I also like something savory. And then you combine those, and you can get something a lot more satisfying. The same is true for beer, which is, after all, essentially liquid cereal. Liquid bread, as some say, but I prefer liquid cereal. None of the beers that I like are bitter. But they're also not too sweet. They have a balance of malt and hops. Oatmeal stout is sweet and savory, almost like liquid steak, and pairs well with steak. I didn't bother amassing a load of vodka, because I'd rather focus on 5.56 than 5.45, as I'm sure I've mentioned already. I had 2 missions to turn in to you, Professor. Mission quest things. And 1 delivery. I see Hatchet with his distinctive mercenary exoskeleton. Why are you using a G36? This is 2018. Nothing wrong with the G36, it's just I wish it had a different sight. In Oblivion Lost 2010, there were several different G36 variants and AUG variants. And all the ones that had combination sights had fully functional combination sights, which was handled differently than how it's done in Gamma, where you use your, I think it's your grenade launcher toggle key to switch between different sighting systems. I was just talking about grenade launcher, and there's that. What have you got? LR300. And you've got an upgrade to make it grenade launcher ready. Do that, install that, and get yourself a pro pipe. It's not a noob tube, it's a pro pipe. Let's see what time it is. Let's see if the professor is interested in either a sparkler or a pin. I should have asked Barkeep. But my mind brain was already overwhelmed with a laundry list of tasks, which I know is my own fault.
С чем пожаловали в мою скромную
Why do we all have to wear these ridiculous ties? Do I want to go back to Agroprom? Army warehouses. I'll do this. And this. Hard save. Quick save. Did I already turned that PDA
Точно звери по
into
цвету шкуры.
Barkeep, but now I have a reason to go to Army warehouses. Would I have
Все вопросы к
gotten
главному.
Surgeon and Rat? Well, you're, I guess, a surgeon who works with the professor. Not sure how many doctorates he has. And you're a lab rat. And I'm a lab rabbit. Well, don't we have just the right names up in these parts? What did I have stashed here? Should I take this pin and sparkler with me just in case Barkeep is interested in either of those? Or I'll just leave them here. I think I recall him asking for a pin once, and that might have been before I had actually found one. One of these days this is going to be marked on my map, and I'm going to check it, and there's going to be a set of basic tools in there. That's wishful thinking to the max. of Demented Doom a Go-Go. The tourist backpack is my next goal. The battle suit will be the last. Biggest, hottest item, most expensive of everything on my shopping list. I might even try to earn 200,000 rubes. Before getting it. He's rabbiting. Remember in the Terminator, those cops were looking for, there were probably reports of a naked guy wandering around town. So they take one look at Kyle. No description of the naked guy. Apparently no one specified that he was built like He-Man, or pick your favorite action figure. Kyle Reese was in peak human physical condition. Despite the hardships of the world he was from, he managed to keep himself in, well, I would consider him peak human, especially given his pain endurance. Whereas Arnie was built like, well, let's just call him a superhuman. Oh, I'll take these. I don't really need the parts from these. This would make a very excellent assaulter's weapon. In fact, if I was playing as a pretend assaulter, that's probably what I'd be using. You have... Well, if you hold it still, I can see what kind of mag it has. AK-100 series short barrel. Could tell by the curvature of the mag that it's not an AK-102. So either an AK-104 or 105, but I couldn't get a good look at it because he was spazzing out. The AK-104 is the only Recon Scout style rifle in this mod, chambered for 7.62 by 39. More's the pity. I wish there was at least one other one. And if there was one other one, I would prefer a Zastava M92 over an AK-MSU. What's the preferred pronunciation? Is it Zastava or Zastava? I've heard it pronounced both ways. Children of the Night. What music they make. I hear owls in my neck of the woods, which is right next to some literal woods. Not in the woods, but next to the woods. And some of them are active in the daytime. Not all of them are always nocturnal. Scummy, treacherous stalker. Economically rewarding? No, I don't think so. Lawful good is lawful great. For the people, not the state. Not yet 9 o'clock. Just a few knickknacks to stash.
Ну, здорово.
Wouldn't mind getting my mitts on a Select-Fire Glock. Keep that. Keep that. And I'll keep both of these. See if the general is interested in any bandit patches. Still monolith patches, and he wants a different amount, which means this mission has refreshed and it just happens to be monolith again.
Ты рассказывай, с чем пришел.
Any deliveries?
Как жизнь?
It looks like the classic duty exoskeleton.
Какие новости, Сталкер?
Which is very good, very excellent, but I think I like the scientific one at least a little bit better. Mostly because it has one more attachment slot. I'll have to do something with these eventually. Usually I turn documents into the ones where you have the option of who to turn them into. I usually turn them into my faction leader. Oh yeah, pseudo giant hand. Now let's see if the Colonel is also asking for pseudo giant hand. If he's asking for another mutant part, maybe he'll be asking for pseudo giant eye.
Время дорого. Рассказывай.
Or do you want controller part, bearer part, another bearer hand? Just so happens I have one more of those handy. But
Спокойно. Чем могу помочь, сталкер?
Let's see if I lose any goodwill with mercs, which would be nonsensical. No. Good. Genghis Khan would originally be pronounced something more like Chinggis Khan, right? Or is the case silent? Don't feel like going back to the Dark Valley or Agroprom. Or garbage. One thing I will do, though, is buy some more of this, and I'm still over 71.5. I sound like a used car salesman saying it that way. 71.5. Once upon a time, I was a vacuum cleaner salesman, and they actually taught us not to use the word thousand. Just be honest with people. People aren't stupid. People know what they want. They also taught us not to take no for an answer. This one guy, he told us that when people say no, you know, what they really mean is that they want to know, K-N-O-W, more about the product. No, that's not true. No means no. This was in Army warehouses, and I think I already equipped I know I've already equipped Duty's medic with a set of drug-making tools or a drug-making kit. I'm pretty sure I did that for the Merc medic, and have I done that for Freedom's medic? I have enough grub. Rub-a-dub-dub. Thanks for the grub. Randall Flagg, 1990 something. Night vision, that's something else that I want / need. Want to skip over the green and go right for the blue. And might or might not get a set of the white kind. I probably will get a set of the white kind eventually, just for the sake of having it. Just in case I decide to switch to it at some point. Part of me wants it just because it's the best. Another part of me realizes that that's kind of silly because of it's not energy efficient on hard survivalist. The blue kind is barely energy efficient on hard survivalist. Infopreneur achievement. I wonder how far along I am toward achieving that. Well, see what time it is. I should just go for it. Make sure the red arrow doesn't get confused. Well, I don't need to worry about that. It's right there. Well, what if I get lost in the dark? I see the red arrow now. Still, that thing does get confused sometimes, and that irritates me. By the way, the green night vision, even though it's the most basic, is still worth using. It's way better in Anomaly than it is in any of the core games and most older mods. One strike. That's more like it. And did anything fall on the ground? No. The headlamp, the flashlight, and the Geiger counter are all very energy efficient, regardless of doom difficulty setting. My lovely let's see how much of a hit it takes to condition. Oh. Maybe you can do 2 butcheries for every percentage. Is it at 98? Yes. I've noticed that most Anomaly players, not only do they not use grenade launchers, they also don't use axes. Whereas those are 2 of my all-time favorite things of all time. Do I have... Is this enough ammo to contend with the barrier incursion? Probably not. Besides, I want an ACOG scope. That's something else I want. Not necessarily need, but want. Before I do that barrier stuff. Well, Of course, what I said about night vision, I might change my mind on that. I might just get the cheapest. Nope, I want the blue one. I should save up and get the blue one. The mid-tier one. Best of both worlds. Better clarity than the green. More energy efficient than the white. Camelback, don't fail me now. Not sure if I'm going to get any upgrades on my battle suit once I have my battle suit before I do the barrier thing. But whether or not I do that, I definitely want some armor attachments. Better than the ones I currently have. I mean, well, that armor plate would come in handy. Make myself even more of a tank. Gatekeeper is also a tank. He also wears an exosuit. Still have some time to fool around. First, the medic. Did I already do this?
Что?
I did. Let's see if Luke Cash is offering maybe something fun in Lemansk. I have an FNP 45, but I'm keeping that for myself. Everyone wants monolith faction patches. Monolith in the Red Forest. No. That could be fun, but I am geared for it.
Я тебе вряд ли что интересное расскажу. Иди-ка ты лучше с главным беседуй.
Commodore 64. Tempted to buy 40 mils and 5.56 FMJ. However much I can get and still stay over 60,000. But I have all those other things I wanted to acquire. Maybe instead I could just buy a little 9mm Parabellum FMJ, just a plain Jane, ordinary, basic, standard issue. I checked this stash over here, I think. Or did I? Maybe yet again I'm recalling a memory from a deleted timeline. Would Colonel Petrenko offer me more? Even if so, it wouldn't be that much more. I'll just go ahead and sell these. Part of me wants to do that amass the exploration gear mission, but in order to get that done you have to buy those things.
В общем, выкладывай.
So you have to spend money to make money, and I want to make money without having to spend money, unless spending money means buying better gear, like that wonderful axe. That's less than Skinflint was offering for this, right? He was offering, wasn't it 4,000 something? Not that I would sell it, not until I've equipped all the medics of allied factions. That's a chunk of change for just an empty syringe. One of these with a GP25 on it will contend with anything the zone throws at you. And you can use just that the whole game. But the same might be true for this. AKM hits harder per shot, though. More effective against mutants. Mutantinoids. I have amassed a pretty good collection of armor upgrades, and I'm reserving them all for my battle suit. And I know at some point I will find an AK-104. You can't, of course, you can't really take the barrel off an AKM and splice it into an AK-104. Nor can you, nor vice versa, or vice versa. They have different barrels, different gas tubes. And yes, I'm still harping on those proper pronunciations. Well, I could go ahead and hit the sec. $95.17. Oh, I don't think I noticed that I scored this. Did I score this with the axe and just didn't notice? That would be something if the first box I broke with the axe was the one that scored me this. Then again, that might not have happened. I didn't. Somehow my mind brain was elsewhere, and I just didn't notice. Still not time yet to even think about doing the Toppers mission. Part of me wants to go over to the Dead City tomorrow and pick up some missions, maybe to do some fun stuff in Lemansk. But I think I should do the responsible thing and turn in this and this before I do that. Because, well, if I could put this in a stash and pick it up later, then it would be different. Then I could just leave this and this here, along with some of this other stuff, including this. And then go slaughter monolith idolaters in Lemansk and have a pretty good time doing that, or try to. Come back with a haul of fresh loot. Fresh being a figurative term, since I know the weapons will be all busted. Still have that RPD, and in order to gain access to that stash that I put it in, I have
Рассказывай, я весь
to
внимание.
either fight my way through a monolith horde or use fast travel. And even if I used fast travel, I'd have to fight some monolith, but probably a lesser number of them. But those are things to think about another time. And the sleep icon just now showed up, so I'm choosing just the right time. $7.50. Favorite breakfast. Oh, let's see how much. My health is actually went down just a little bit, just because of my. It's still going down. You see that? And I can't drink anything again. Oh, I guess I can. So you can drink an energy drink followed by a swig of water. But you can't drink 2 swigs of water in a row. Or can you? I don't know. I still can't keep any of that stuff straight. Oblivion Lost 2010 just didn't do that sort of thing to the player.
Здоров!
That's quite the stylish exo-skelly. Q shimmy she wobble. Well, I'll leave off here for now. Go ahead and call it. Q. R. Quick save. Looking good. Till next time. Catch you on the flip side.